Yesterday, while students around the country rallied against gun violence and called for safer schools,
put your hands up.
This scene was unfolding in Ocala, Florida, a school shooting, just 4 hours from Parkland Stoneman Douglas High.
Everything is fine.
The alleged shooter, a 19-year-old dropout.
I'm alone in my house and there's nothing to do, so the depression and that rage came back. So I expressed it in violence in public, which I shouldn't have done.
You could tell that he was troubled. I think he was grappling with the gravity of the fact that he knew that he did something wrong.
Sky Boucher sat down with local NBC reporter Matt Lupoli just hours after being arrested and described the moment he went to his old high school ready to shoot.
This adrenaline rush that, I'm about to just do something, and, I spend most of my time in a room alone. So, I'm getting this rush. So that's what I was feeling.
He bought the gun online after the Parkland shooting without a background check and says he walked right in.
There's no one to stop me like I thought there would be. And I just got into the bathroom. I took my time putting on my gloves, my tactical vest.
And then he fired a single shot through a door, hitting a 17-year-old boy.
I heard someone screaming like they were hurt because I never heard that scream before.
Boucher says taking lives wasn't part of his plan. And when he saw the look of fear in a young girl's eyes, he put the gun down.
I could have shot her, but I don't know. I just couldn't do it.
He says he gave himself up to a teacher who stayed with him until he was taken to jail. Now, he says, solitary confinement is the only thing he sees in his future.
I want to be put away where I can't hurt anybody.
Well, that 17-year-old victim is in stable condition. And as for Boucher, he says he wanted to join the Marines after dropping out of high school, but was rejected on mental health grounds. Now he's facing charges of terrorism, aggravated assault, and having a gun on school property.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.